My wife could have married anyone. People remind me of this constantly, right to my face. 12 years in, she finally answered them, and an entire dinner party went silent. We met at a friend's wedding. She was the maid of honor whose toast had the whole room crying and laughing in the same 5 minutes. I was the guest who knocked over a chair standing up to clap. She's the person strangers tell their life story to in grocery lines. She ran a marathon last year and made friends with half the course. Bartenders remember her name. Dogs cross streets for her. Me? I repair elevators. I'm bald in every place a man can be bald. My idea of small talk is asking people if their building's elevator makes a clunking sound, because I can fix that. At parties, I'm the coat guy. I find the coats. Nobody hides their surprise when they meet us. There's always that beat, that flicker of recalculation. A new co-worker of hers once asked if I was her contractor. When she said husband, the woman actually said, "Oh, good for you guys." Her old college friends had a running bit about her settling. Even my own nephew, 10 years old, once asked me, completely sincere, "Did Aunt Maya lose a bet?" I laughed every time. You learn to. And here's what I've never admitted. I never asked her why she chose me, because I was quietly convinced that asking would make her actually think about it. Last month, her friend hosted a dinner party. 10 people around a long table, wine flowing, everyone loud. During a lull, the host's boyfriend leaned back, gestured at me with his glass, and said, "Okay, I have to ask, how does an elevator guy end up with Maya?" The table laughed. I did my usual chuckle, the one that gives everyone permission. Maya didn't laugh. She set down her fork, and there was something in her face I'd never seen in public before. "You really want the answer?" she said. The guy started walking it back. "Just kidding, all in good fun." She nodded. "I know. He's been a good sport about that joke for 12 years. Watch him. He's already smiling, so you won't feel bad. I'm done letting him do that." Then she said, 9 years ago, my business collapsed. You could hear the candles flicker. Most people at that table knew her cafe had closed. What they didn't know was the rest. I owed money to people I respected. I stopped sleeping. I couldn't even drive down that street. So this man picked up weekend maintenance contracts for a year and a half without telling me, and quietly paid back every supplier I couldn't face. I found out from a thank you card. And the night the landlord took my sign down, he drove there at midnight, bought it off the crew for $40, and stored it at his cousin's shop, because he knew someday I'd want proof I'd built something. It's hanging in our garage right now. The guy who'd asked was studying his wine like it had instructions on it. 3 years ago, she went on, my dad died. Everyone here remembers the funeral. What you don't know is that I stopped talking for months. Me, I'd sit in the backyard for whole evenings and say nothing. It scared people off. Not him. Every single night, he'd bring out 2 mugs of tea and sit next to me in the dark. He didn't push. He didn't fill the silence. He just made sure I was never in it alone. 100 nights, easy. And one night in March, I finally said something. I don't even remember what, and he answered like we'd been mid-conversation the whole time. Like he'd just been waiting with the door open. She looked around the table. He never told anyone any of this. His own brother is hearing it right now. I was squeezing her hand under the table, trying to signal she could stop, because I'd rather be the punchline forever than watch a dinner party suffer. She squeezed back harder. "And that," she said, "what he's doing under this table right now, trying to rescue the man who just insulted him. That's the rest of your answer." Then she said the part I still can't repeat without my voice cracking. "You all get the shiny version of me, the toasts, the stories. 2 fun hours at a party. Twice in my life that version disappeared completely. Twice he sat in the dark with me until she came back. So the question was never what I'm doing with him." She picked her fork back up, calm as anything. "The question is how I got that lucky, and none of you ever noticed. Nobody asked me anything for the rest of the night. But the host's boyfriend shook my hand at the door, and he held on a second longer than he needed to.